Your debit card is gone, vanished, never to be seen again. At least you have the WTB mobile app from Washington Trust, so you can report your debit card lost or stolen and immediately block any unauthorized purchases. Then just swing into any branch and get your new card on the spot. It's so quick and easy, you may even have time to tackle some yard work.
Welcome to Sideline Sports, where we give you an up-close and personal look at the teams, coaches, and athletes that make up the Columbia Basin. This week we look at Ephrata versus Prosser volleyball, Soap Lake versus Liberty Bell football, and the Battle of the Basin, Quincy versus Ephrata. I'm Jeff Slakey. Sideline Sports starts now.
Coming off its first win on Tuesday, Ephrata Tigers volleyball battled Thursday night but fell to Prosser in 5 sets. The Tigers dropped a close first set, 25-21, but managed to rebound in the second set, hanging on by a 25-22 score. Ephrata looked poised in the third set, taking a 2-1 lead, 25-15. But the Mustangs, led by Hannah Lind with 21 kills and 26 digs, and Shay Hicks, who added 12 kills and 33 digs, held on to a 4-set victory by a score of 25-21 and took a close 5th set, 15-10, to secure their 3rd victory of the season. The Tigers fall to 1-3 on the season, with their lone win coming Tuesday night in a sweep of Grandview on the road. Ephrata will look to bounce back on Tuesday against a winless Wapato team. The match starts at 7 p.m. at Ephrata High School. This is Joe Utter for iFiber One Sports.
Sideline Sports is brought to you in part by Cheryl Kona Farmers Insurance. Talk to farmers and get smarter about your insurance. Soap Lake football dominates Liberty Bell, wins 56-12.
Soap Lake football notched their 2nd win of the season in dominating fashion Friday night in a 56-12 victory over Liberty Bell. The Eagles were looking to rebound from a 44-25 loss to Manson, and it didn't take long for Soap Lake to put their first points on the board as senior Braden Winters comes up with the interception on the first play from scrimmage and returns it for a touchdown. 2 rushing touchdowns from Reuven Turchik put the Eagles up 21-6. The Soap Lake offense was on fire in the first quarter as they would add a 3rd touchdown on a reverse to Desi Bentley to go up 28-6. And Winters would connect with Jackson Willis, who fights through a tackle to get to the end zone and open up a 34-6 lead at the end of 1. The Eagles would cruise to a 56-12 win to even their record at 2-2 on the season. Up next for Soap Lake is a matchup on the road against Brewster on Friday. This is Joe Utter for iFiber One Sports.
Brought to you in part by GTA. It's what moves us. For route information, call 509-765-0898. Quincy hangs on to beat Ephrata in the Battle of the Basin.
Quincy's 3rd quarter touchdown on a trick play and clutch defensive plays in the second half helped the Jackrabbits defeat Ephrata Friday night in the Battle of the Basin. The first quarter was a defensive battle, the only points coming from the Tigers as the offense put together a solid drive, but had to settle for a field goal after a big 3rd down stop by the Quincy defense. Ephrata nearly turned the ball over in the closing minutes of the second quarter, but with about 2 minutes left, the Tigers took a 10-0 lead on a halfback pass to the end zone. The Jacks quickly struck back as Schutzman connected with Caden Murphy on a deep pass, and then Schutzman takes it in himself to make it 10-7 at half. Skip to the end of the 3rd quarter as Murphy takes a lateral from Schutzman and throws a perfect pass to Travis Harris to give the Jacks a 14-10 lead. Quincy would add a 4th quarter field goal, and 2 interceptions in the closing minutes would seal the victory for the Jacks, who had lost the last 5 matchups against Ephrata. This week, Quincy heads to Toppenish, and Ephrata looks to get their first win of the season against an 0-4 Wapato team. This is Joe Utter for iFiber One Sports.
Here are the scores from high school football. Here are the scores from high school volleyball. Here are the scores from high school soccer. Sideline Sports brought to you in part by iFiber Communications. Tired of slow internet? Switch to iFiber Communications today and pay only $29.95 per month or get 3 months free. And now, the iFiber Communications Game of the Week. This week, the 0-4 Ephrata football team takes on 0-4 Wapato. Game starts at 7. Here's a look at your upcoming football schedule. Volleyball games upcoming. And on the pitch, here are the upcoming soccer games. This has been another presentation of Sideline Sports. I'm Jeff Slakey.